My name is Sterling, and I'm on location. Hiking the Pacific Crest Trail and mountain biking through the national forests are both amazing outdoor adventures. But what happens when something goes wrong? I'm talking running out of batteries on your GPS and getting lost wrong. That's where the good people of search and rescue come in. These men and women have dedicated their time and talents to helping those in need. And every year, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office hosts a regional training to develop and test their skills. Normally only open to law enforcement and search and rescue teams, I was fortunate to be allowed to participate. Day one was all about aerial-assisted search and rescue. And first on the agenda was training with LifeLight. We're at LifeLight in Newport, Oregon. We're practicing saving people. If your GPS lets you down and you're in the middle of nowhere, you might end up beating these guys, but I hope you don't have to. I'm gonna go help them a bit. The LifeLight crew was first having everyone practice cold loads without the engine on, and I was scheduled to go next.
So usually on a scene when I'm the paramedic that's bringing the people in, I like to give a kind of short briefing to everybody and just let them know, hats off, safety glasses if you have safety glasses, and make sure we don't have any blankets or anything like that on the patient that's going to fly out. So once we got that figured out, I'll give you a quick briefing and say we're going to go in at the 3 o'clock position, wait for the pilot's thumbs up, follow me in and out of the rotor disc. I'll lead you in, we'll kind of hug the helicopter, and then go around back.
Sounds safe.
All set? All right, we're all good.
Being familiar with how to approach the aircraft and load in a patient while in a controlled environment is a crucial part of search and rescue training. Unfortunately, the field can be anything but controlled, so it is time to raise the stakes. So we're getting ready to practice hot loading, which is loading customers while the engine's running. Here we go, getting ready for the hot load. I watched a group go ahead of me to get a feel for it. So here they are, putting a patient in for the hot load. These are your local providers learning how to save you. Then it was my turn. So this is the same thing we just did, except for now the motor's running, and we're still waiting for the thumbs up from the pilot. All right, we're all set. You know, I feel really safe doing this. After that exhilarating start, the group and I checked out some other aircraft used in search and rescue. Often used to provide broad aerial coverage or infrared capabilities alongside the rescue helicopters, these patrol planes are small and versatile, and often have the ability to modify their tires as needed for various terrain landings. Several volunteer organizations exist for licensed private pilots who own the appropriate aircraft and wish to give back. Drone operation at a nearby facility was next. After saying hi to the guard cat on duty, I listened to Senior Deputy Bruce McGuire drone on about drones. I'm eavesdropping on a drone class.
If you're going to fly into an obstacle, you have to do a couple things to it before you start trying to take control of it. I do the drone stuff for our agency here, and I'm the lead pilot for it. So we're here to train the people from the other counties coming together.
All right.
It's one of those things that you just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So practice makes perfect.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
All right, let's do it.
Woo!
So the way that we launch it or get the propeller started is you take both of these and bring them down here.
Take off.
So then that starts the propellers. This makes it go up and down and turn this way. All right, let me go set it up on the target and then we'll get you in the air. Now, to take off, go up with the left stick. But the idea is for us is not to fly it fast, but to fly it steady and smooth.
Drones are becoming increasingly popular for use in search and rescue. And within recent years, manufacturers have added spotlights, speakers, flashing strobes, and infrared to enhance their productivity in the field. Satisfied with my flight, I visited some other search and rescue members. Hi, I'm Sterling.
Hi, I'm Dan Parker.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Parker. Or Dan.
Dan.
Dan works. Let's pretty nice. I like the flashy orange. It makes me feel safe.
Yeah, it makes it a little more visible. Technology has advanced quite a bit. Would you like to give it a try?
I'll give it a little whirl.
Give it a little whirl. Pick it up, get a little altitude. You want to be aware of your surroundings.
I want to turn a little bit because I want my front to be my front.
Yeah, it is going to go up to 300 feet. It's going to go.
Oh, it's going to go all the way up by itself?
All the way up by itself because it's going to clear all obstacles.
I don't know if I like that. Good luck, buddy!
So you can see it's a little off this time.
Clipping some grass, doing some lawns, and going over. No! Thank you.
In the grass. You're welcome.
Denied.
This concluded day 1. On day 2, it was all about canine and GPS tracking.
Hi, I'm Sterling.
Mallory Cates.
Nice to meet you, Mallory.
Bonnie Jones.
Nice to meet you, Bonnie. So what kind of dogs do you guys personally use?
I used a Belgian Malinois, and he was my patrol dog. We did all sorts of stuff from narcotics to tracking, where I come in here and I can send him out in the field and he would go out and find a ball cap or find some glasses.
What kind of dog do you use, Bonnie?
I have a German Shepherd. She's 3 years old, and her name is Sarah. She is my personal dog, so as a search and rescue volunteer, they're working for that party. Training should be the most exciting thing they're doing all week.
Yeah, and when they're training, it's explosive, it's fun for them. You get that high octave of your voice and just making it party time for them.
Do you use scent objects to help motivate the search?
Not for motivation, but with a tracking or trailing dog, it's telling them who to look for, since we all smell different. And that helps us get on that specific trail. Everybody's leaving a trail behind them. Everybody can be tracked.
So, unlike the movies, if I cover my trail with
There's no covering, there's no.
but I douse myself in gasoline.
Nobody else has that gasoline smell, so they're gonna keep it. The power of a dog's nose, they can smell 3 times faster than a human being can. We have 5 million scent receptors, dogs have 200 million. So when you put all that math together, it's 40 to 120 times better than a human being can.
Kelly's gonna run and hide. Sarah's gonna track her down. Easy. Go, Sarah, go. Sarah's having no problem finding any of these people. Always let the search dogs win. She's still winning. Us slow humans can't compete.
So far, my search and rescue training included patient loading with LifeLight, an overview of single-engine aircraft, drone operation, and canine scent tracking. Now, in a nearby forested area and with a fresh change of clothes, I would be joining a GPS coordinates exercise.
They're prepping their GPS systems right now so we can navigate to these different points. It's kind of like a treasure map. There's kind of an order to it. They're preparing before we go.
And so this is practice for us to navigate with the GPS.
Okay.
This is Bruce Rose. He's our Vice President. And my name's Andy Lewis. I am the training officer. We're just training on a GPS course, so they're practicing with their GPS and entering coordinates and working with the radios to make sure we stay in contact. So we radio to them at least every 30 minutes.
We're looking for things right now, but when we're on a real search and we're out, we're going to send a group out and we'll give them coordinates to where to go. And if they find clues along the way, they'll send those coordinates back and mark it, and that'll help us find whatever we're looking for. To become a certified searcher, you have to put in 60 hours to begin with, and then we do 30 hours annually to keep your certification up for the state. All these trainings, those go towards it.
You need to be able to know compass and map, because if your GPS fails, your compass and your map are what will save you ultimately.
In our 2-hour hike, we were able to locate 2. We were looking for 4. That's because we went out of order, because we found one close to us and we went to it instead of another half mile in to find our first and then start wandering back. The training search and rescue engages in is really important, so they stay fresh with what's going on with technology, what's changed, what's working, what's not. They're pulling out compasses, looking at the sun, so they're always ready to go.
Our final day dawned bright and sunny, sort of.
and would bring all the previous training together into a mock search for a supposedly lost and injured hiker. In other words, me. I'm the victim. Search and rescue is on their way to try and find me. Under a nice canopy of trees. Hope it works out.
20 minutes ago, we had a 911 call saying that someone was lost in the area, and they weren't able to get a GPS location, and he did not know where he was at.
Our story is, I was climbing a tree to get my bearings, and I slipped and fell, and I've been missing for hours.
Any known medical? No, that's all the information that we've got. Male 40, 30 to 40 years old.
So he was last seen by the admin building. We can't contact the guy, we can't ask him any questions, so I don't know if we saw him out there. He's west.
Now this is all in practice and training. They know I'm not really hurt, but hopefully they take it seriously anyway. It's kind of cold and wet.
Primary is purple. Backup comes if you lose it is lost. Team 1. Okay. Team 1 captain.
Watkins.
Team 2. Dave is Team 3. Perfect.
My job as the SAR coordinator, because of my time and experience of what I've been doing, I'm overseeing the 2 new assistant SAR coordinators, letting them run the search so they can learn from running the search in a training program. The information I've given them is pretty sparse, which is about what we would normally get.
Your members need to be on WGS 84 for UTM, okay? So if you know your frequencies, you know your team numbers.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect, okay. So reflex task, we have...
He was last seen somewhere in this area.
I want you to spread your people out. Think about your probability of detection. That way we aren't missing people laying in the brush.
We are given this first finger here, right up that timber line there, and it's a wide open area. Team 2 is definitely going to be doing sound sweeps. And once we come to the end, we'll do a sound sweep.
Team 3 to command.
Let command know that we've reached the end, what our location is, and that we've done a sound sweep. Team 1 to command, radio check.
We hear you, Team 1.
Copy, Team 1 is heading out. I know we got a lot of space to cover, and we'll slowly head straight back. Everybody good with that? We all green?
Yes.
All right. If there are tracks, they're going to be really hard to see except for the heel.
Tracking over uneven terrain and during inclement weather can be a challenging but important skill set for search and rescue volunteers. The rain was certainly not helping their efforts to find me.
Starting to get thick.
Dispersing several teams over a search grid that can stay in contact with a command center is a common practice.
Team 1, command, we've come to the end of that open area. We have thick brush ahead of us. It's so thick back there. Can't see anybody getting through there.
Search and rescue! Coordinates are 0, 4, 1.
Team 1 to command.
Go ahead, Team 1.
Team 1's going to do a sound sweep.
Copy that, Team 1.
1, 2, 3. Search and rescue!
We have an identified track. Team 2 for command, you're loud and clear. Stay where you are, stand by, break. Team 2 for command.
Okay, they're going to reassign us to rendezvous with Team 2. Team 1 copies, and we're entering coordinates now.
When one team encounters a barrier or can proceed no further, and another team finds a credible lead, they are often grouped together to strengthen the search.
So if we go back just over that way, we should hit that service road that goes up that way to Team 2. Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay.
Now with the search party doubled and canine tracker Sarah added, I was bound to be discovered soon. Good thing, because I was getting pretty cold and wet.
Why don't Team 1 take the west, then make our way back here again? This is Team 1 to command. We've compared notes, and we have a pretty good idea on how we're going to break up.
Copy.
Team 1 is going to follow the fence line west and do a hasty search. Team 2 and Team 3 are going to head east. Okay.
Command, I copy.
At last, by the training and perseverance of the search and rescue volunteers, I was found.
Copy. We have just come up on the subject and we are assessing now.
The men and women of search and rescue, as well as members of law enforcement, put countless hours into training and preparing for moments when those of us who lose our way may need them the most. Though today was just an exercise, being lost in the wilderness is no joke, and these individuals could very well be your lifeline. Next time you see one of them, be sure to say thanks. No less important are those members of organizations devoted to wilderness cleanup, maintenance, information, and safety. During my time on the Pacific Crest Trail and into backcountry mountain biking, I met up with some of the best people you can most definitely call trailblazers. I know, because I've been on location.